Coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started, and we are underway from FedEx Field.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's what.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick.
Completing along the sideline, McLaurin with it.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
One more time with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lance.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Lance going to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9.
52
And Lance now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun. Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with?
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go, Mike 36. Mike 36.
Looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Eluding the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 38 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And Gold is able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chase Young getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring it
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Lance now on 1st down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Able to slither by.
It's a first down and more for Gibson.
The 40. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
On second down, Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now for Lance. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
That's to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Mostert.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Lance to throw it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
There he goes, left side. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 82 yards. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. One final try now for Lance. Flush to his right. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.